Peace. This is Waz for Waz Words Media, back at y'all for another round, and congratulations to the new NBA champions of the world, the Denver Nuggets. Congratulations to the city of Denver, for winning their first ever championship. So it's got to be, this is historic for them. This historic Denver team is led by none other than two-time NBA Hall of Famer, two-time NBA MVP and future Hall of Famer, Nikola Jokic, and my main man, the Archer, Jamal Murray. So this series played out practically the same way that I said it would. I said it would end in 5 games in my pre-game video before the series even started. I said the series would end in 5 games because I didn't see. I even compared this to the Knicks versus the Spurs. Back in '99, where it was a similar layout, similar format, where you had the Knicks, who were 8th seed, that pulled a couple big surprises, pulled off a couple big upsets to make it to the finals as the first ever 8th seed, to play a number 1 seed who was a very good team and with an exceptional big man. And interestingly enough, the big man that was in that series in '99 was Tim Duncan. And in this series, where you had the 8th seed Miami Heat, who pulled off a couple big upsets, go up against the Denver Nuggets, the exceptional big man that was on here is today's version of Tim Duncan. To me, when I see Nikola Jokic, I think Tim Duncan, he's a mix of Tim Duncan and Arvydas Sabonis. And for those of you that are too young and never got to see Arvydas Sabonis play, man, that guy is the best passing big man, even better than Jokic. Best passing big man of all time. He used to do these behind the back, no look passes and over his head passes to the cutting man on the baseline. Like, he was really good. And if you ask Arvydas Sabonis, if you ask Jokic who influenced him, I'm sure one of the people that he modeled his game behind is none other than Arvydas Sabonis. But yeah, this series played out exactly how I felt it was going to play out. I said that it would last 5 games because Denver is just too big and too talented for this team. Miami has nothing to hang their heads over. They were an 8th seed that came into this series with 7 undrafted players on their roster. 7. That is unheard of. To have 7 undrafted players make it to the NBA Finals on one team. That's crazy. So you got to give Miami tons of credit. They were all heart, led by Jimmy Butler, who that team plays like their leader. They play like a never give up, underdog, all fight and scratch for 48 minutes type of team. And if you give them an opening, they're gonna make you pay. But the problem was Denver was too good, and they're not gonna give you many openings. And that's what I felt going into this, that Denver was not gonna give them too many opportunities. They're not gonna make too many mistakes. They could have swept them, but I think they took their foot off the gas in game 2 because they felt like this was feeling just like the blowout in game 1. So they started donating 3-point shots, just watching them, no closeout on the 3-point shot. And again, Miami's the type of team that can make you pay for that. And they did make them pay game 2. But once Mike Malone went public with his displeasure, and as any good team, especially a good team that loves their coach and plays for their coach, they responded. And the rest was history. They just went on to win the next 3. And went on to make history and became NBA champions. So, NBA season's over. Denver, I feel they can have what it takes to make another championship run because they have they have a top 5 duo in the league. I still feel the number 1 duo talent-wise is KD and Booker, talent-wise. And when they're healthy, the number 1 for me is Kawhi and Paul George. But due to the fact that they're hardly ever healthy and hardly ever on the floor at the same time, I got to give it to who would be my number 2, which is KD and Booker. I got to bump them to number 1 off the strength that they actually do play games. And as opposed to like Leonard and PG, that just looks good on paper. So I still go with those 2 over them. But I'll definitely have them in like the top 4. Number 3 and number 4 would have to be Giannis, Middleton, or Jokic and Murray. And at this point, I do see that they can make another championship run. They could actually compete in another championship or 2. But as for Miami needs another scorer. Bam Adebayo, he's a sensational player, sensational. But Bam is not enough to play alongside Jimmy. What they need is to get somebody big in the post to help Bam in the post. And they need to get themselves Damian Lillard. If the negotiator himself, a.k.a. Pat Riley, if the negotiator could find a way to lure in Damian Lillard to Miami's winning another championship because they're just one piece away. They're one piece away, and that piece is out there, and that's Damian Lillard. But for now, let's live in the moment. Congratulations to the Denver Nuggets. Congratulations to the city of Denver once again. They're going to turn up in the next couple days. And now the free agency frenzy begins. I'm Wise for Wise Words Media. Peace.